it's Dawn Marie with Custom Comfy Crochet. Today we are going to be doing the elephant border tutorial, and here in a little bit I'm going to tell you what the giveaway prize is, because we have finally reached over 100 subscribers. We reached over 100 subscribers on YouTube, which only took me, a long time, but that's okay. Because I know I haven't been on here in a while, and I'm really sorry about that, guys. Just had a lot going on, a lot of health issues, and taking care of family, and just work, and all that kind of stuff. So is life. But anyways, yeah. So please like and share and subscribe. You can find my YouTube video by clicking watch at the top of my page. You can go on there and subscribe. If you're on YouTube, if you're going to YouTube, make sure you hit that bell and make sure that you subscribe and like my video and like it on Facebook too. So I hope everyone's doing great this Saturday. And yes, I am in love with this elephant border. I don't know if you can tell in the video, it looks really small, but if you look at my hand compared to the elephant, it's a pretty large border, which I really actually love. You can make really small ones. The YouTube videos where you can make the tiny elephants, but they have these big ones too. And actually, I've seen a lot of videos for the elephants, but I'm doing this one a little bit different. It's kind of my own little creation. And so yeah, so let's get started. So I'm using a 5mm hook. This is a Tunisian crochet blanket that I started. That's what I'm going to use for you guys today. It's actually going to be a gift for someone, someone who actually spent a lot of time in Indonesia. And so I'm really excited about these elephants. So anyway, this is what it looks like so far. I wanted you to be able to see what it looks like. This is the snout, the head, the ears. There's ears on both sides. Then the body, the legs, and then the tail hooks to the previous trunk. So yeah. So but what I'm going to do is we're going to pretend like this isn't here. I just wanted you to show you the elephant, and we're going to just move down here like you're just starting on your blanket. Okay, now this is in multiples of 10. So what we're going to do first is we're just going to pretend that this is the beginning of your blanket, and this is exactly what you do. So you bring your yarn in. By the way, if you're a newbie to crochet, please check out my beginner crochet videos that I've got on YouTube. Okay, so we're going to pull our yarn in, and we're going to slip stitch 6 across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then you're going to chain 2, and that's going to count as your first double crochet. Okay, at same spot you're going to do another double crochet. Okay, and there's your first leg. Then you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then you're going to skip 2, 1, 2, and go into this third one and do a double crochet. In that same spot, you're going to do one more double crochet. Okay? Now what you want to do is you want to chain up 2. 1 and 2. Then you want to turn your work. Okay? Then you're going to go into the next previous double crochet, and you're going to double crochet into that. Okay, then you're going to go into this middle, chain 2 here, and you're going to put 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. Then you're going to go into these last 2 and put 1 here and 1 here. Okay, for a total of 6 double crochets across. So there's that one, and then one more. This one's a little hard to work into because it was the one that we chained up 2 on to count as our double crochet. So again, that's 6 double crochets across. Okay, now this is where we worked in our tail. Okay, now we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you're going to count 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go right back to the beginning. And you're going to do a single crochet right there into that first slip stitch. Now you're going to turn your work back around again. Okay? This seems a little difficult in the beginning. It even was for me, and I've been crocheting for years, but that's okay. You will get the hang of it. Don't give up. Okay? So once we turn our work again, we're going to be working up the tail. And what we're going to be doing is just putting slip stitches. So we chained 5, so we're going to do 1 slip stitch, 2 slip stitch, 3 slip stitch, and 4 slip stitch. Okay, right up the tail. Then we're going to go into our first previous double crochet, and we're going to do 1 single crochet. Okay, then we're going to go into the next one, and we're going to do a half double crochet. Then we're going to go into the next and do a double crochet. And then we need 3 more double crochets for a total of 4 double crochets. So we've got 1, we're just working our way across, 2, 3, and right into this last one, and it's kind of hard to find, but just find that last double crochet that we did, and you're going to work your 4th double crochet. Okay, and there you've got the body and the tail. Okay, so now we're going to work on the ears. So I want you to chain up 2, and I want you to do this very loosely. So you're going to do 1 and 2, and you see that's pretty loose, and that's because we're going to need to work into that in a minute. Okay, so make it loose. Okay, go into the bottom of this last double crochet, into the bottom of it, and do a single crochet. Well, if I can get it in there. Okay, so I'm just doing a single crochet. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work into this, not to this loop here that we just did, where we just chained 2 and made this little circle. I'm not going to work into that. I'm going to work into the last double crochet we did right behind it. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm already hooked to that, and I'm just going to go right in there, and I'm going to do a single crochet. Then I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then I'm going to work 5 double crochets right around this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, that actually counts as 6 if we count the first 2 chains that we did. Okay, now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to go right back into the same spot, do a single crochet. Okay, and that is one of our ears. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to this little place that we just made right here. See, I've got my finger through it, and you're just going to go right in there, and you're going to work a single crochet. Okay, you're going to chain up 2, 1, 2, and then you're going to work 5 double crochets into that same place. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to do a single crochet back into that same spot. Okay, and this is what it looks like. Almost looks like a butterfly. Okay, so there's your body, your tail, and your ears. Okay, now what I want you to do from this point, you can hold this just like this, the ears are facing towards you, and I want you to chain 2 loosely, very loosely, 1 and 2. Okay, then I want to go in between my ears right here, It really doesn't matter where you go. If you want to catch up through here or go under here, I just think it's easier to go right through that little hole. Okay? And then you do a single crochet. Well, it actually wrapped around the ear. So I'm going to do that again just so I can show you how to do it correctly, because it actually wrapped around that ear. So if I've got my ears laid flat like this is what I usually do, but I'm on camera so it's a little difficult. But yeah, you just single crochet up 2 or chain 2 and then go right in the middle here, pull up and do a single crochet just like that. Okay, then you're going to turn your elephant this way, flatten out your ears, and you're going to be working in this place we just made, that chain 2, to make our head. So I'm going to go right back in there and I'm going to do a single crochet. I'm going to chain up 2, and then I'm going to do 3 more double crochets in that same spot for a total of 4. 2 and 3. Okay. Now I'm going to chain 5. Okay, so there's the head, and now we're going to make the trunk. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you're going to slip stitch all the way back down. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Now, this is what the elephant looks like so far that we've crocheted. Okay, we've got our ears on both sides, we've got our head, we've got our snout, and we've got our legs. Okay, well, now where we're going to be working is, we just finished our trunk, so we're going to turn it this way. So we're going to be working down the back into the leg of the elephant. Okay, so we just did our last slip stitch there, and we're going to chain 1. Okay, then we're going to go in to this first little place here, and we're going to single crochet. Then we're going to chain 1 again. Then we're going to go into this next space right behind the head. We're going to do another single crochet. We're going to chain 1. And we're going to pull our ears back, and we're going to go into this next space right behind the ears. Okay, all we're doing is working our way down. We're going to do a single crochet, then chain 1, and then into our next spot, single crochet and chain 1. And now we're at the very end where our leg was, and there we're just going to do a single crochet, and that finishes off the elephant. Okay, how cute! Oh my gosh! So we've got everything done. So this is the way that you start your border. Okay, and that's what it looks like. There's the tail and the ears and the head and everything. So now what I'm going to show you how to do is connect these. Okay, so we're going to do another elephant, and I'm going to show you how to connect the trunk to the tail. Okay, so we finished this whole elephant. So now what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch 6 again. So there we did our single crochet. So we're going to go right back across with 6 slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then you're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. You're going to put another double crochet in that same spot. Then you're going to chain 2, 1, 2. And you're going to skip 2, 1, 2, and into the third, do a double crochet. Into that same spot, do 1 more double crochet. And then you're going to turn your work. Okay? Then you're going to chain up 2. That counts as your first double crochet right there on top of that one. And the next one, you're going to do a double crochet. Then in the chain 2 space, you're going to do 2 double crochets. And then you're going to do a double crochet in this next double crochet, and then one in the last across. Okay, and like I said, that last one's a little hard to work into, just trying to find the very top of it. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 5, just like we did before. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and we're going to turn our work back again. Well, actually, no, we're going to we chain 5, so we're going to count 5 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to single crochet just like we did before, and then we're going to turn our work. But this is how that we're going to tie in the trunk here to the tail. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch into the first 2 here, 1 and 2. We're going to pull up our yarn, and then we're going to go into the trunk right at the base here, right at the base. We're just going to go into that first single crochet, and then you're going to pick this up, pick up the yarn that you have pulled up, and go right through there, and then do 1 single crochet just like this. Okay, and that ties in the previous trunk to the tail. Okay, and then you just go on like you normally would. So then you would go to your next spot and do a slip stitch, and in the next spot do a slip stitch, can't speak. And then again we would just continue doing our elephant. So in the first space you'll do a single crochet, and the second a half double crochet. Then the next 4 will be double crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 right there in the top of this last one. Okay, so now we're going to move on again to our ears. So we're going to loosely chain up 2, 1 and 2, and then you're going to go down to the base of this first double crochet and do a single crochet. Okay, just like that. And again, we're not going to work into that chain 2. We're going to work into the last double crochet that we did. We're going to work around that post, so we're going to go right on into that, and we're going to do a single crochet. Then we're going to chain up 2. We're going to go into that same place and do 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and to end that ear off, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and do a single crochet right back into that same spot to close that ear. Okay, that ear is done. Now you're going to flip that ear over and find the chain 2 space that we just worked, made our little circle out of. You're going to go right into there, and you're going to do a single crochet. Then you're going to chain up 2, and then you're going to work 5 double crochets into that space. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Then you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and do a single crochet right back into the same spot. Okay, and that's what your ears look like, just like that. Then you're going to chain very loosely 1 and 2, and then you're going to single crochet right into the middle, right here in the middle of the elephant's ears, right up here at the top, and single crochet. Then turn your ears this way and you're going to be working into this spot right here. Okay, the chain 2 that we just did, you're going to be working into that. So you're going to do a single crochet, and you're going to chain up 2, and then you're going to do 3 additional double crochets into that same spot for a total of 4, 2 and 3, and this is the head. And then we're going to chain up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're working on the trunk. You're going to go all the way back down for slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All the way down. Okay. And then what you're going to do is in this, you're going to chain 1. Don't forget to do that chain 1 there. And you're going to this next spot right here, and you're going to do a single crochet. Then you're going to chain 1. You're going to go into this next spot right here and do a single crochet. Then chain 1 and go right behind the ears and find the space there. And again, you're just working your way down. Do a double crochet there, a single crochet there, chain 1, find your next spot, do a single crochet, chain 1, and now we've made it all the way back down to the end of our leg there, and we're going to do a single crochet. And so now what you have is 2 elephants that are connected together. Hey, how cute is that? So cute. Okay. So if you need to rewind, you can do that. You can do it on Facebook. You can do it on YouTube. If I went a little too fast, I tried to go slow because these are a little bit confusing the way you have to turn your work. But if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll be more than happy to help. Okay, so also, let me just tell you this real quick. This is a large border. Some people want really small borders. You can make this elephant a lot smaller with using a smaller size hook. I'm using a 5, so you could go down to like a 4, a 3, a 3.5. You could use smaller yarn. You know, you could definitely make this smaller. I just love that it was large. All the videos that I saw were tiny elephants, and they're cute too, but I just wanted something that you could really see. And when you look at this from a distance, like if you look at the blanket from a distance, you can still tell they're elephants, but it also just looks like a really nice border, okay, if you were looking at it from like across the room. So, and then when you look up at it, you're like, oh my gosh, it's elephants. So anyways, they're just really distinguishable, and I love them. So I hope you've enjoyed this. And down to the giveaway, what I'm giving away is a crocheted unicorn hat. They are all the rage. I'm going to post some pictures after this, and we're going to do the giveaway after this, so stay tuned. I have like no viewers this morning on Facebook because it's Saturday and everyone has something better to do than me. But anyways, I know people will watch it. So yeah, so we're going to do the giveaway, and it is going to be a unicorn hat. It's going to have the eyes and everything. That's why I said it was for Halloween. It could be used as a Halloween costume. It could be for adults as well. It's not just for kids. But it's going to have the horn and all the little curly hair and the eyes and everything. And you just put it on the top of your head, and then it's just awesome. So I'm going to put some pictures after this, and if you give me about 10 minutes, I'm going to compile all of the subscribers, all the people who have liked and shared this last video, and yeah, we're going to do just a big giveaway. I think there's like 100 and some odd subscribers on YouTube, so there's a lot of people to enter on there, and I'll post the pictures of the unicorn hat, and yeah, we'll see who wins. So I'm excited about that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great Saturday, and I'm so happy to be back. Thanks guys. Happy crocheting. Bye bye.